Two forces, 4 Newton and 7 Newton, act on a body. If the angle between the forces is 60 degrees, calculate the magnitude of the resultant force on the body. Okay, let's solve it. So, solution. Now we have two forces. Let's make it force 1, F1, be 4 Newton, F2, that is the second force, 7 Newton. And there was an angle. So the angle was 60 Newton. Okay. So we have to find the magnitude of the resultant force. So let's make the resultant force to be R. We don't know, so we have to find it. So let's draw it and see. So we have one force here and the other force here. The other force here. So let's name the 0 or O. So the first force 4 Newton. So F1 4 Newton and F2 to be 7 Newton. So now the angle here is 60. So the resultant force will be here. So we have our parallelogram. Okay. Now, if the angle here is 60, meaning the angle here will be also 60 degrees. Let me write it well. Meaning the angle here will also be 60 degrees. Okay. So if we are to find the, or if we are to calculate the angle O, let me name it so that we'll be able to identify each of them. So let's make here A, B, and C. So if we are to calculate angle, that's angle O, A, B. This is the angle that I'm talking about. Yeah, this one. The angle for a straight line, we know it to be 180. And part of the line is already 60 degrees. So it's a matter of subtracting the 60 from the 180. So 60 from 180, you have 120 degrees, which means the angle here is 120 degrees. Okay, we have our force F1 and F2. We now have our angle OAB. So we can now calculate for the resultant force. So the resultant force, let's make it R. Yeah. So by applying the cosine rule, and we know the rule to be R squared is equal to the first force squared plus the second force, that's F2 squared, minus 2 F1 F2 cos 120. And there is another one. The other one is, you can also use this one. So have the R squared So R squared is equal to F1 squared plus F2 squared plus 2F1 F2 cos 60. So these two rules, you can use any of them. So today I'm going to use the first rule, which is the last, which ends with cos 120. Okay, let's proceed. So I'm cleaning this one because I'm not going to use it today. Okay, so you have to find the resultant, which is the R. So R squared, let me write the R well. Okay, R squared equal to F1, which is 4 Newton. So 4 squared plus the F2 squared, that's 7 squared minus 2 times 4 times 7 cos 120. I believe you understand. Okay, let's proceed. So R squared will give us 4 squared will give us 16 plus 7 squared will give us 49 minus 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 7 will give us 56. So 8 7 56 cos 120. Okay, let's proceed. So R squared is equal to 16 plus 49 will give us 65. So 65 minus, let's use the calculator. So 56 cos 120, it will give us minus 28. So minus 28. So 65 minus 28. So again 4. So 65. The negative, the two negatives will give us positive. So 65 plus 28 or to 93. 93. So R squared is equal to 93. And remember, we have to find the resultant, not R squared. So R will give us root of 93. So let's use our calculator. Root 93, which will give us 9.6 Newton. So therefore, the magnitude of the resultant force, let me write it, the magnitude of the resultant force is 9.6 Newton. Thank you. Please like and share this video, and also don't forget to follow for more. Thank you. Bye bye.